Hi everyone, welcome to Tim Burbage Reads. My name's Tim Burbage and today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Anniversary Tag because I'm planning to upload this on the 23rd of May, which will be 1 year since I uploaded my first video onto YouTube about books. So yeah, I will soon be 1 year old. So I'm going to run through the questions. Question number 1 is, what anniversary are you celebrating? So it's my first anniversary on Booktube. Question number 2 is, what genre or genres does your channel generally focus on? So I think I read quite a variety of things. Generally, I've been focusing on fantasy this year, and just generally fantasy. I read quite a few classics, I read quite a few older books, and I read quite a lot of Disney-related books, both fiction and non-fiction. So yeah, I would say those are the 3 main genres I read. Question number 3, what are you most proud of on your channel in the last year? I think that I've kept it going, ultimately. I've been doing this for a year. I've been doing videos pretty consistently. I've done over 100 videos, which I'm really pleased with. And I've done book reviews on almost every book that I've read, as kind of not including reading with the kids. So I'm really pleased with that. There's one video that's done really well, which is the guide to the Twisted Tales, the Disney series, and that's done like more than all of my other videos combined. And I'm really pleased with how that worked out, because I put quite a bit of effort into it and planning it and what I was going to talk about, and I think that came across. So yeah. Question number 4, do you receive ARCs to review, advanced reader copies? No, I do not have any. No, just no idea. Question number 5, what types of videos do you most like to do on your channel? I like doing book reviews. I like doing book reviews because I think they're quite easy. You just sit up and you just start talking to the camera. I like how they are timeless. So someone could find your review in 5 years' time because they've just read the book or they're looking to read the book, and they could find your review and it will be useful, even if it's really old. And I've read loads of book reviews that are like from channels that are like 2, 3, 4 years old. So I think that's quite nice. I really like the wrap-ups and TBRs. I like kind of planning what I'm going to read for the next month, looking at page count, and then this year with the mystery challenges, it's been a bit of extra fun, find out what those mystery books are. And just wrapping up, like, have I had a good month, have I had a bad month, what have I really liked? Because if someone isn't necessarily interested in that one book, they might hear it in the wrap-up and they go, ooh, that was interesting, let's find their book review for it. So those kind of the 3 main videos that I like doing. What types of videos do you like to watch on other people's channels? I like book reviews, I like interviews, between booktubers I quite enjoy. I like lists of things are nice, and collabs and things like that. But generally, if I find a booktuber that I like, I kind of watch all their videos, or try to watch all their videos, or if it's something that really doesn't interest me, then I won't. But I do like, and I also quite like challenge videos, which are quite fun. Question number 7, was there anything you tried on your channel last year that didn't work? Well, everything, I think you could say. I was like, I'm just going to make it not just about reading, I'm going to make it maybe a bit about writing, maybe about my other interests. So I did a couple of Doctor Who videos, and I did one D&D video, and they got like 0 views, and I wasn't super engaged with it, and I wasn't getting the joy out of it that I was getting talking about reading. So I thought I'd just keep talking about reading. There was one thing that so my sister-in-law bought me Fourth Wing for my birthday, and it was when it was super trendy, and I read it and I was like, I'm going to do like a proper reading vlog, and I recorded myself every time. Like, I had like 5, 6, 7 videos of me reading it, my journey through it, and I tried to put them together, and the file just got corrupted and deleted it all. which was really annoying because it was very frustrating. And then I did a review and I was like, oh, this is good. This is like a really trendy book, because most of the other books I read are not trendy in any way. This was really trendy, and I, had a big thumbnail of me going, because I really, really, really didn't like it. I think it's one of the worst books I've ever read. And it got nowhere. Like, it just nothing happened with it. So that was frustrating. Question number 8. Is there anything that you've done on your channel last year that you won't continue doing this year? I've done a few book tag videos, and I think some are okay, some are not, and I'm kind of, again, they have very little impact. Though you might just start tagging people, maybe you get a subscriber out of it, I don't know. Book reviews, again, they don't really hit an audience very well, but I really like doing them, so I'm going to keep doing them, because that's why I do this channel. It's for me and my enjoyment, mainly. Question number 9. Is there anything you plan to do more of? Book challenges. They're fun. I'm really enjoying the Jack London challenge. I'm enjoying the mystery challenge for sure. I enjoy putting together what I can do for the r/fantasy bingo, so I might be trying to find more book challenge videos. Also, I know that I need to do more kind of shorts. I've done 2 shorts and they both did pretty well. And then do more stuff on Instagram, try and direct people to channel. But I really don't like Instagram very much. So I really don't like using it. Right, question number 10. Is there anything new that you plan to add to your channel next year? I want to do more lists of things. I've seen a couple of things of like, oh, here's the top 50 books shelved on Goodreads. Have you read them? Or what are my 1 stars books? Like, what are the highest rated? Things like that. I find that kind of stuff really enjoyable to watch, and I want to do more of it. I want to start doing those things, because I don't really do that at the moment. Question 11. What are some of the challenges you face on your channel? The fact that it's very small, and the algorithm destroys you. So, 2 people put out a video at similar times. One of them gets 1,000 views, the other one gets 20. And then so you're looking for, when you're making videos, you want something to do well, you want it to get views, and you get a video that does really. I got the Twisted Tales series that did really well to start with, and it keeps going. It's like my top viewed video, and it's almost a year old. It's got over 1,000 views, and I've got no subscribers out of it. I've got no further engagement out of it. People just kind of watch it, and that's it, and that's fine. But then I did the Silmarillion. I did a review on the Silmarillion, and it's such a good book. And I was really proud of that review, and it was starting doing really well. I think I got 135, I say really well for me. I got 135 views in a day, which is 4 times what I usually get. And I thought, oh, this is good. This is really good. I'm going to put out the next video to kind of see if the Silmarillion views then feed into, the algorithm's like, oh, this guy might be slightly more popular. Let's do his next video. And I think... So I released a video, and it was a Jack London book review, and it killed the Silmarillion video. I got 135 views or something in 2 days, and then in the month since, I've got another 3 views, and it's just not being shown to anyone, and yeah, and it actually is it's disincentivizing of making videos, because you're worried that the video will tank, and it will tank your other videos. And then you get that, most of my videos get 30 to 40 views, which is very nice, and it's very kind of you to join in. A few of those are me, just making sure that the video looks right. I haven't uploaded the wrong video. That's happened a couple of times. And then after 2 days, it just stops. All the views just stop. And so you then are incentivized to make another video, but you're also disincentivized because if you make a video and it doesn't hit very well, it kills the channel. Like, it's difficult, and you can't help compare yourself to others when you start at a similar time. And there's like I'm part of a Discord of people who kind of have booktube channels, and I don't really engage with it. That's probably on me, but again, I find Discord, it's just like I find it very hard to deal with. I don't enjoy it. I don't get a lot out of it. So I don't put a lot into it. But, you know, friends who have videos that are very similar to yours get 10 times the views, 10 times the subscriber counts, and you're like, what have they done that I haven't done? I don't understand. And I just don't understand. I find it sometimes the algorithm is a little bit like when you watch Eurovision, because you just have no idea why some things are really popular and some things really aren't. I just don't understand. So you can't help compare yourself to others, and then I think about, well, what are they doing that I'm not doing? One, they're producing like 5 videos a week, and I'm not doing that. 2, they're reading really, really popular books at the moment. Am I doing that? No. There's your answer, Tim. Do you want to make more videos, and do you want to kind of follow trends? And the answer to that is no, not really. Would I stop reading what I want to read because I think it will make it a more popular video? That's not a great place to be. I think you're reading books for the wrong reasons. If you're doing that, and it's come across my mind, definitely. So I read, this year I wanted, for my fantasy challenge, I wanted to read first 6 months, I wanted to read a different fantasy part of a series or different fantasy book every month. And I'm just about to do that. I've got the plan for June, and that's the first half of the year done. And then I was going to go like, okay, which ones do I read more of? Then I did the couple of other guys that I watch. They were reading the first Wheel of Time book at the same time that I was reading the first Wheel of Time book. I thought, brilliant, I could join in on this interview, on this collaboration. And then I didn't want to read the second one, not straight away. And they were reading the second one straight away. And I was like, well, I'm being left behind here. But do I want to change what I want to do just for YouTube views? Not especially. So yeah, I kind of made the decision of this channel is primarily for me. And one thing, I really want it to be authentic. I want it to be me. It's got my name on it. So I want to, kind of keep it authentic and just read the books that I want to read, and review the books that I want to review, and do videos that I want to do. And I hope that you guys enjoy that. I don't know if that sounds really selfish, but that's the prime reason. If I do it out feeling like, oh, I've got a service to it, I think you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're reading the wrong books necessarily for the right reasons, which probably impact your enjoyment of the books. And that's the whole point of this, is to read books and enjoy them. So that was a very long answer. Question 12. What equipment do you use for your videos? I use my phone, and I do the editing on my phone. I don't know how to do better editing. I'd like to find people who do that. I'm going to take my screen and share my screen. I'd love to figure out how to do that. Because there's a few ideas, and having things up on the screen that move and all that kind of stuff. I'd be interested in learning how to do, but I also don't want to pay money and download loads of programs and get a new fancy camera and a microphone and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's a treat if I get to 500 subs or something. I'll be really invest in the channel. But I honestly don't think I'm going to get there. Question number 13. What is your one best piece of advice you can give to another booktuber? I think it's be authentic. I think do what you want to do. I think if you want to do a video once a month and make it, not very often, and make it really highly produced with lots of editing, if you want to do that, then do that. If you want to do quick off the cuff shorts, you do that. I think if you enjoy it and you're authentic, I think that will come across. those are the kind of videos that I enjoy. I enjoy the ones with kind of more minimal editing and people just talking straight how they see it. Yeah, I think, and I remember once I saw a video by a very popular, like millions of subscribers, Booktube, and she's American and she reads kind of mainly fantasy romances or just romances. And she was like, I'm gonna do a challenge where I'm gonna ask people what their favorite book was, and then I'm gonna read it. And she went to a bookstore and she asked someone she's like in her early 20s, I would say. And she asked someone who's a bit older, probably old enough to be her parents. And she said, oh, what book should you read? What's your favourite book? And this woman in the bookshop said, A Prayer for Owen Meany, which is like a literary classic. And she went, oh, I've never even heard of that. Ooh. I looked it up and it was like 500 pages long. And I thought, no, I'm not going to read that. And I was like, well, that's the whole point of the video. And then someone else said The Great Gatsby, which is, again, a literary classic. And it's only like 250 pages. And she went, oh, I don't want to read that. And then she just kept asking people until they gave her a book that she wanted to read. And then she read that and was like, oh, wow, I read this book and it was amazing. And I'm like, that's because you waited until you picked someone who read it. Like, the whole point of the challenge is to go and ask someone and read the book. And you haven't done that. And you've been really like snooty about someone else's taste and not known about A Prayer for Owen Meany, which, even if you don't know what it's about, is a very famous book. Yeah, so again, that ended up being quite negative. Yeah, just be authentic and that's what people come, watch this kind of stuff for. And question number 14, and the last question, is what is the best part of having a Booktube channel? I would say it's the fact I'm reading more, the fact I'm getting better at talking about books, I say after just having done a big rant. I enjoy it. I enjoy this, and I'm really enjoying pushing myself reading. I'm enjoying reading more fantasy. I'm reading books that I would have never read. Some of them I've never even heard of. And I'm loving the mystery challenge. I'm really liking the mystery challenge of having a new book every month that you don't know what it's going to be. And it's put together by my wife and it's from friends and family and stuff in our house. And I would definitely like to do that again. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to upload this on the anniversary date, which I think is the 23rd of May. I think I've done over 100 videos, and when I'm recording this, I'm on 97 subscribers. We'll see if I get to 100 before the year. I don't think I will. I think it's just kind of stopped. It's flatlined again. So this is I'd say this is a very small channel. And, but I know one thing that's really nice about it is that I have the same people comment on almost every video, and we have like a really nice discussion, especially when like that you read very different books to them and they're like, oh no, that looks really cool. You're like, oh, thank you. So I really like that part of it. I really like the little very, very, very tiny community of like 5 people who comment on my videos, and I just want to say thank you to you people. The 100 subscribers, I don't know how many of you are bots. I don't really mind. The people who view, and whenever I watch Booktube or any other thing, and they talk about like video performance and video analytics and metrics and subscriber counts and views, I switch off. I don't enjoy that kind of thing. But I definitely get caught in the trap of looking at my own stuff. You got that little analytics button. You can see the line go and then flatten like that. And you could see the lines go down, the numbers go red, and it's tough sometimes. But then I think about, would I do what it takes to get this channel booming, read books that I don't necessarily want to read, produce videos that I don't necessarily want to produce? And I think no, because the main aim of this is to read more books and to talk about books and enjoy it. And I think at the moment I'm ticking all 3 of those boxes. So thank you for my very small community of YouTube. It's my first birthday here on Booktube, and I'm going to keep going. And have a good one. And also, get out of my house!